In the book of Acts, we learn about the start of the church after Jesus' death and resurrection.
Not everyone was a fan of this new church, however. One of these people was a man named Saul. He did not like people following Jesus.
He really didn't like people following Jesus. Saul devised a plan to get rid of these followers of Jesus. He decided to head to a city called Damascus to find and arrest anyone who was following Jesus. This was Saul's plan. But as the Bible teaches us over and over, human ways are not always God's ways.
On his way to Damascus, Saul saw a bright light. I said he saw a bright light. This was a powerful light, a blinding light. Much better.
The powerfully blinding light flashed all around Saul, and he fell to the ground. Then he heard a voice asking, "Saul, why are you harassing me?" Saul asked, "Who are you?" "I am Jesus," was the reply. "Now, go into the city and you will be told what to do." As Saul stood up, he realized that he could not see. His friends led him into Damascus, where he was unable to see for 3 days.
About that time, the Lord was talking to another man, Ananias, who was a follower of Jesus. "Go to Judas's house and ask for a man named Saul. I want you to restore his sight." Ananias wasn't too sure about this plan at first.
"Lord, have you heard the news? This guy has been hurting your people." "Go," said the Lord. "Saul is the one I want to take my message to the world." Ananias said, "Okie dokie," and went to find Saul. When he found Saul, he touched him and told Saul that the Lord sent him. Immediately, something like snails fell from his eyes. Sorry, I should have said something like scales fell from his eyes, and he could see again.
After this healing, Saul stayed in Damascus, teaching in the synagogues that Jesus is the Son of God. Many of the people were confused, saying, "Isn't this the same guy that wanted to arrest us?" Many days went by, and some of the people started to think they should get rid of Saul. They hung out by the city gates day and night, waiting to hurt him. The friends of Saul heard about the plan to hurt Saul, so they devised a great escape plan.
The first thing they did was find a basket. It was a large basket. Okay, it was actually a huge basket, large enough for Saul to get inside. Then, his friends tied a rope around the basket and lowered it through an opening in the wall. I should say they carefully and safely lowered the basket through an opening in the wall. Saul made it down to the ground and away from those wanting to hurt him.
From that time on, Saul preached about Jesus. His teaching spread to the entire world. Saul spoke a lot about grace, because he not only received grace from Jesus, but also from the people like Ananias and his friends with the basket. Although these people were scared of Saul at first, they listened to God's calling and showed Saul grace by helping him. And that's how it happened in the Bible.